Now, 2 News Oklahoma Sports.
Welcome into sports, everybody. Caden McFarland, Dan Lindblad on a heck of a night here in Norman on Owen Field. Two of the bluest of blue bloods in all of college football. Oklahoma and Michigan meeting for only the second time ever. First time here in Norman. And Dan, boy, did Brent Venables need that.
Yeah, we were talking about how it was the biggest non-conference game played on this field in about a decade. That Ohio State game from 2016 comes to mind. It was one that OU felt like they needed if they were going to keep tracking and building. They got it tonight.
Season 4 of the Brent Venables era. It has been rocky, well below OU standards. This night ended with him being lifted onto the shoulders of his players, if it gives you any idea how big this was. For OU, it started with a touchdown, 12 plays, 75 yards, and the first half ended with a touchdown. Jaron Kanak, 31 of his 69 yards. Deion Burks scores the first touchdown to make it 7-0. He had 101 yards. Some great defense in between, Dan. Our guy Kendall Daniels coming up big.
Kendall Daniels, and I'm going to shout out Owen Heineke because he's getting more and more attention. He might be the best pure tackler this state on any team.
Heineke was great in the second half.
Led the team with 7 tackles.
Michigan's Dominic Savada missed only 1 field goal all last year. He missed one here, and that set the stage for Mateer to march the team 80 yards just before the half, 14-0 OU. Now, they could have blown these guys out. Really, multiple chances to do so as we go to the second half highlights. Justice Haynes, very first half for Michigan, 75 yards in a blink to make it a 14-7 game. It would be close the rest of the way.
Yeah, if you're a visitor in an environment like this one was, that was a huge play to really feel like Michigan could stay in the ballgame.
John Mateer nearly threw an interception on one play, third quarter, broken up by Isaiah Satania, and then on the very next play, Mateer able to avoid the rush and hit Satania for a big play, 37 yards.
Yeah, he had huge plays right there back to back. The defender had the ball in his hands. He turned into a defensive back, Satania did, and then he walked the sideline, almost scored, got out at the 14-yard line.
How about this guy, John Mateer? He punches it in, one of 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. His numbers, 270 yards passing, 74 rushing, the 2 scores. He's not perfect. He's going to make mistakes, but the Sooners have themselves a dude at quarterback. He puts together an 8+ minute drive at the end, a field goal to cap it. 24-13 Sooners is your final. Hopefully, we're going to take a look at some of the celebration video, and you see Brent Venables being lifted up onto the shoulders of some of his players. Maybe that's a little much, like Barry Switzer winning the Orange Bowl and national championship back in 1985, but it was that big dent. Here's the thing. The Sooners are not guaranteed a great season because of this win.
No.
But had they lost, they had so much more to lose than even to win in this one. You get a top 25 win against a blue blood, that's all really good. But here's what it does. It opens up the possibilities for a really great season if you can handle business the rest of the way.
It's a whole lot easier to keep building than to take steps back and try to rebuild. Now you're looking at what's ahead of them. Temple, Auburn, Kent State, ahead of that Texas game. All those seem super vulnerable. Now you're looking at OU with confidence. They can play with anybody on their schedule the rest of the way.
OU with 408 yards of total offense. Michigan 288. OU no doubt the better team here tonight. OU 24. Michigan 13. The Sooners are 2-0. TU score?
13-7 New Mexico State.
13-7 New Mexico
Early
State in the fourth quarter. We're back with the rest of the day in college football. Not good for the Pokes after this.